Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for another video. Today I am putting our annual budget on paper. Now if you missed the annual budget for 2022 using Excel, I'm going to leave that video linked up and you can go back and check it out. Today all I'm doing is transferring the numbers to the paper version. That way it can be in my planner. Now, I've already completed a few updates to the spreadsheet. One of the updates is our internet. I talked about how every year Hubs call to see if we can get any savings for, the next 12 months. And they did send out the January bill, which has a prorated credit, which led me to update January's amount that's due. And then for the rest of the year, I went ahead and put it at $110. I think before I may have had it at $100, but I went ahead and added the $10 because without the credit, it would go up to around $110 per month for internet. And guys, that is just expensive. Internet is really expensive in my eyes. But that is one of those expenses that, you have to have, especially if you work from home. You have to have internet. And another expense that I went ahead and updated was our pest control. I took it down from $65 every other month back down to the $55 every month because that's what we're currently paying, which really, the $10 with the internet increase and then the decrease in the pest control every other month, it kind of helps offset those amounts. So it really didn't change a whole lot, but those are the two things that I've already updated. And just remember, if you are doing an annual budget, you will have to update things periodically, especially if you have certain deals or promotions. And if, someone decides, okay, they want to go ahead and increase their prices, well, you have to adjust as well. And throughout the year, I'll go ahead and adjust the Excel spreadsheet. I just won't adjust the paper and pen until the actual closeout. So I will do a mid-year check-in like I did for 2021. And if you happen to miss our mid-year check-in and our 2021 annual budget closeout, I'll leave that linked up as well. So right here in my planner, I have the budget dashboard. And what's housed behind it is going to be the annual budget. And then we'll get into the monthly and, of course, my pre-plans. Now, if you happen to miss the setup of the budget planner, I'll leave it linked up. And then I'll also leave the updated version where I changed out the covers. Because with the original video with the budget setup, I had the mulberry cover, but I switched it for the faith planner. And this here cover, along with the larger disc, is for the budget. And I think it works out really well. And I am going to be using the Villa Beautiful pen. And if you are interested in anything that you see, the videos that I suggest, guys, all that information is in those videos. And one more thing that I want to share with you all, I will be adding an inspiration page. So this here is an inspiration quote that I have created. This here script version is not in the shop, but if someone is interested in these 3-inch in the different script, I'll go ahead and add them to the shop because I think I have about 12 new inspirational quotes that I have not uploaded. And I just want to see how it's going to look in this actual planner. And I'm going to go ahead and take a sheet of blank paper from my list section. So the way I'm going to set it up is the first page will have the inspiration quote, and then as I turn it on 2 pages, I'll have the budget set up, and we'll see how that works, guys. But that is it. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I will see you guys back in a bit. so I am finished setting up our 2022 annual budget on paper, and I've done everything except crunch the numbers. So many of you like to see me crunch the numbers in the overview section, so I'm holding off on that to do that on camera with you guys. But directly behind the dashboard, I love how this looks. I got an inspiration page before we get into the annual budget. So again, I created this, and what I wanted to do for 2022 was, just surround myself with as much inspiration as possible, and putting it on my spreads, I love that. But then I said, you know what, let me just take it a step further and create me an inspiration page each month. And all it is, washi, and I may not always do washi, but I have washi up here, the word inspiration. I have my 2022 mini sticker up here, and this here quote, like I said, it's not in the shop yet, but if somebody's interested, I'll go ahead and put them up in the shop. But these are, about 3 inches, and this is the mini HP, so I think it fits really well on the mini HP. And with the quotes, guys, I figured I would take a word that resonates with me and, do a short definition of it. And I chose the word rule, and it's the informal meaning of rule, and it is to be very good or the best. And I think this is very fitting. I love how the spread has come together. It's not a whole lot of stickers, guys, and that's not what I'm looking for on the inspiration page. It just depends on, what mood I am, but I love the simplicity of it. Reign, rule, and dominate in Jesus. I just love that. And then when I flip over, this is the annual budget on 2 pages. And like I said before, one of the downsides, if you're using a mini planner or the mini HP, you have to set things up on more than one page to get what you want. And I'm okay with that. I like how it looks. I'd rather have things side by side, especially if it's something that has to continue on to another page versus having it front and back. So I think this works out really well. So over here from the budget, like I said, this is all the information transferred from the spreadsheet with a few of the updates that I explained with you earlier. So we've got the total income at $52,472. And remember, this does not include any type of bonuses. So once we, receive the bonuses, then of course that number increases. With our giving, the same thing. When we receive the bonus, the giving actually increased. Now, guys, right here at the giving, I just want to repeat this. We're going into 2022, and with giving, guys, people give in different ways, and they give to different charities, different causes. You do what you are led to do. It is your finances. You can do whatever you want to do with your finances. We give the tithe. We believe in giving the 10th of the income, and we do that off of our gross income. The government automatically gets their taxes off the top of our paychecks. We don't have a choice in that matter. So we figure, hey, we can choose to give off the top. And that is our belief. We've been doing this for so many years, guys. And we just, we love it. But we do give up our gross income. And sometimes, from time to time, we do get questions about our giving. But don't let anyone make you feel bad about your giving, whether it's the amount and who or how you're giving. So I do encourage you, if you are a giver, continue to give in whatever capacity you are led to give in. It is truly a blessing to give. And these are our expenses. Now, the internet, as I stated earlier, that has been updated on the spreadsheet, and it's coming in a little higher. But if we can reach some savings, then of course mid-year and the actual closeout will reflect that. And then when we get here to the pest control, I had it at $65 every other month, but I did reduce that and update the spreadsheet as well. But everything else seems to be the same. I don't think I updated anything else. But over here, this is our saving funds section, and this is the same amount. Now, I'm thinking that we may be able to start some of the saving funds off with, a little bit of money in them for 2022. I will let you know once we do our quarterly update whether or not we were able to start out with monies in these funds. So I'm still trying to figure out some things, but either way, we're planning these amounts from the household account to be put in these saving funds. For the extra debt, so with the extra debt on the taxes, this is the amount that we are planning. But of course, we do end up paying more, especially from our personal accounts. But everything that you see here, guys, this is the household budget. So my husband and I, we do allocate a portion of our paychecks direct deposit to this household account. And this is where we pay our bills from. And of course, like I've said all the time, you may be new to the channel. If you don't see certain categories on our budget that you normally see, different like sinking/saving funds that you normally see people set aside, that's because we either don't handle that out of our household budget, or it comes out of our personal budget, or it's just something that we don't even deal with, period. But I just want you to understand that this here is the actual household budget. So now I'm gonna go ahead and crunch the numbers. So with the income plan, we're at the 52,472. Our giving is planned at 12,354. Our expenses, we are planning $31,954.42. And then for the savings, we're at $67.05. And then for the extra debt, we're at $13.20. So let's see what we're looking like. So at 52,472 minus 12,354 minus 31,954.42 minus 67.05, and then minus 13.20. So we have $138.58 remaining, guys. So this is not a zero-based budget for our annual budget, but we did come in pretty close. So again, when you are doing your annual budget, you want to make sure you plan off the lowest income, and then that way anything that comes in as far as bonuses, any side hustle income, that'll be counted as extra. But yeah, guys, this is it for our 2022 annual budget. I am really loving this setup in the mini HP, guys. It is just beautiful. Leave me a comment down below. Have you completed your annual budget? And if you don't do annual budgets, let me know, is that something that you are thinking about doing? All right, guys, I am going to see you later. Bye.